right, man. Katie Taylor won a split decision victory over Amanda Serrano. Controversial. They definitely probably do it again. I knew when they said 96, 93 the last time it was for Katie Taylor because I think that was the second scorecard. And I think Amanda Serrano was 94, 92. Katie Taylor run on both scorecards 96, 93. And people could say, well, if it was a 3 round, 10 minute, or 3 round 10 3 minute round, 10 rounds, that Katie Taylor probably would have got knocked out. My bad. It was 96, 94 for Serrano, 97, 94, 97, 93 for Taylor, 96, 93 for Taylor. That seemed like hella wide. I eyeballed it. I ain't score it. In my opinion, that seemed very, very wide. Uh, that just ain't wide. I didn't see her dominate by 4 rounds. But then again, I think in the 6th round, what came trouble, I think it was for, Taylor. And I would say out of the first 5, I thought Serrano won about 3 or 4 of them first 5 rounds. But it's all about the judge, like, you know what I'm saying? So then she won the 6. That gave her 5 rounds. So she, on my card, she at least got a draw. And I think she won, in my opinion, I think she at least won 1 or 2 down the stretch. So I just eyeballed it. I had to watch it again and score it. I just wanted to enjoy it. But that was the most intense female fight that I ever witnessed. Now, I never witnessed Ann Wolf knocking chicks out. I don't remember too many Layla Ali fights either. Okay. But that was intense, bro. That atmosphere, it wasn't no chess match. They bang. I still, to my naked eye, I'm not calling it a robbery. To my naked eye, I thought she won. I honestly thought Amanda Serrano won with my naked eye. She dominated the 6. I believe she won the 7th, but then Katie Taylor around the 8th, maybe the 7th, she turned the corner. I just don't think it was enough rounds to give Katie Taylor the victory by 3 and by 4. I think I said it was. I just don't think it was enough rounds. But that said, did Serrano make some mistakes? Absolutely. She went to the body, but where was the jab? Where was the doubling up the body work? Then you had a stationary target, and she kept trying to, loop around Katie Taylor's punches. Instead of just straightening her shots up, she tried to loop around them. Then utilize the straight right hand with her being a southpaw. And then, what I'm saying, she had her dead to rights and then couldn't finish. Went to the body one time, then head hunting up top. She should have been digging to the body. She should have been doubling up that body work, and a jab would allow her to double that body work up. You had a stationary target, and then she got her second win, and she started utilizing the ring, and there wasn't nothing you can do about it. She took the body work. She took your best shot, and then she went in some type of different world, and she started picking you apart. You know what I'm saying? She started boxing. You couldn't do nothing with the movement because, for one, yeah, she was cutting the ring off, but then she wasn't lining up her right hand. She was throwing it, but she wasn't really lining it up. She wasn't doubling it up. She wasn't, using the jab. She was walking Katie Taylor down without a jab and trying to punch with Katie Taylor or punch after Katie Taylor. That ain't how you gonna win. That's not how you gonna win. If she would have brought a consistent jab, Katie Taylor would have lost. It wouldn't have been competitive neither. Can't walk nobody down and not jab, not double, triple it up, nothing. But then again, you gotta know too, ain't gonna be too many feints because it's per se an amateur fight because it's only 2 minute rounds, so it's just throwing a lot of punches. It's not like like this. Like this was a barn burner. They threw a lot of meaningful punches, but your average female fight, it's not throwing a lot of punches. It's not meaningful punches. It's pity pat. They was throwing hard shit in there. You know what I'm saying? They was throwing hard shit. There wasn't no pity pat. They was throwing hard punches, and they was in there banging. They was in there banging, bro. And Taylor about the eighth, maybe the seventh round, she started to take over. So let's say the seventh, 7, 8, 9, 10. If she won all the back, yeah, I mean, like I said before, you know, it was close and they're gonna do it again. But Serrano, you can't beat a bully in the ring if you don't use a jab. Cut the ring off, close the distance. When she survived that sixth round, it was over with. In that seventh, it was over with. But this fight intensity was great. The atmosphere was great. You know, everything was great about it. The production was great. I mean, the support was great, and the fight lived up. It would have capitalized better with a knockout, but when a man Serrano ain't use her jab, when she ain't use her jab, you walk somebody down without a jab. I don't know what school of boxing they teach that out at. But when you pressuring, you better come behind a jab. At least in the beginning, and she didn't. And that's what allowed Katie Taylor to say, you know what, she walking me down and they throwing a jab. And then Serrano output dropped. So Katie Taylor known for throwing a lot of punches, so maybe she couldn't hang Jermaine. The Serrano biggest issue in this fight was not throwing a jab. That was her biggest issue, not throwing a consistent jab. She should have been popping that jab out there. And she didn't. And that allowed Katie Taylor to get off the hook. Katie Taylor promoter was the A side, no matter what they say about MVP promotions, Jake Paul promotion, whatever they call it. You let her off the hook by not using the jab. Her whole thing don't work with you using the jab. You know what I'm saying? Her whole style don't work. As soon as she think about throwing them combinations, that jab gonna be right there. That jab gonna be right there. She should have been doubling that jab up. She should have been throwing a hard power jab, throwing a piston like popping jab. Should have been mixing it up. That would have opened the body work up even more. That would have allowed her to double the body work up. You know what I'm saying? But Serrano, she lost this fight, by not using her jab, in my opinion. It shouldn't even have came, to the scorecards. But hey, it is what it is. And when you go on to fight, you fight in New York. Eddie Hearn was the A-side promoter, so something to know. So I thought Serrano won to the naked eye, but I ain't scored. But hey, check out my women's boxing playlist, my fight reaction playlist for more videos like this. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, and subscribe button. It's the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance to get notifications. We go live and drop a video. Financial want to support the channel, Cash App, $ CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link description. Other than that, you can find me everywhere from Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Anchor, Spotify, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal's Row 2. And my link tree. My link tree is the first link in the description. Find me everywhere. I might pin it in the comment section too. So appreciate the love and support. Let me know what you think in the comment section. I smell a rematch.